$1,000 for our city parks, and that's based on all the sponsors that we had. Thank you to Megan Ford, they're our top sponsor once again this year. Without having sponsorship money, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of things that we do in our parks, and all the people that came. We brought in $3,000 on our chance auctions. People also came to the event, and they also continue to spend and purchase tickets, and for us to raise this money. So it was a fantastic night. Thank you to our police auxiliary, because they worked very hard that night to keep the peace down there. When you have alcohol involved, we're going to make sure everybody's staying, having fun, and there's no issues, which we never have any problems down there. So it really is a great night. Thank you to our rec board, because they came down and volunteered and did all the work that they did. And next year will be your 10th year, hoping for a bigger and better event next year, just because it's 10 years, to try to blow it out a little bit. But the thing about this event is you can see the money that you donate to this. You can see with your own eyes of what the money goes towards. Unfortunately, those pavilion roofs were not replaced yet at Yacht Park, but that's part of this money. Goes towards that. They're going to have new tin roofs in Yacht Park, all including the stage and the gazebo down there. And we installed the fencing for our dog park at Woodruff Park. But this is the money that comes from Tangled Up and Brew and the fundraisers that the rec board has. So thank you to everyone that continues to support this event, because it really is. It's turned into a really fantastic event for the city. It's one of the best nights all year long. And thank you for the weather was perfect that night. So, but that's it.
Okay, that's it.
All right, thank you, Councilman Tiziano. Over to you, Councilman Tupper.
Health code packets in your book. Jeff, you want to read the fire report? Or you want me to read it? I can't.
That's why
He didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
That's why he's here.
Yeah.
You gotta come up to the podium. I mean, you're here for that.
He's fine. I mean, it doesn't look like there's.
Well, last month I started to read it, and Chief Layton wanted to read it, so I wanted to make sure we were on the. We'll have to start hashing this out before the meeting, so we're on the same page.
The Rangers parade.
It's pretty ragtag.
It is. It's the same email group of the color coordination we have that me and Councilman Keaty got left out on.
I didn't even realize that. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that we're all like in the same color.
Yeah. Next month we will do so much better around here. All right.
All right, New Haven Hoses Fire Company fire report for September. We had 23 alarms for the month of September, broken down: 1 vehicle fire, 1 trash fire, 1 cooking fire, 11 vehicle accidents, 1 swiftwater rescue, 2 standby calls, 2 smoke investigations, 3 automatic alarms, and 1 weather-related call. We averaged about 9 firefighters per alarm for September. We drove a total of 178 miles, had 20 hours of fundraising and 4 hours of company training.
You're busy,
So.
as usual. And you did hoagies and bingos and
Flags and
flags, and did you have a cash bash?
Cash bash.
Cash bash. So you guys never stop either, so.
no.
Just wrapped up Fire Prevention Week.
Fire Prevention Week, you know, you've been on that for several years, got to go educate the youth of America, and you know that's busy. Last week was busy, we did a lot of that. Upcoming, the parade, we appreciate a good turnout for that always.
It's a no-brainer. As long as as long as it's not raining, we
Yes.
got thousands of people coming.
That, of course, Trick or Treat will be out and about. I know it's our bingo night, but we'll get guys out on the streets, because it is, it does cut down on the speeding and everything, and it does protect the youth, so.
It's
We'll be
working.
happy to be out
We
there.
appreciate it so much for the help,
Yeah.
because it does definitely, especially on West Side Hill and areas that don't have all the sidewalks and the street lights that we have on the south side where everybody goes.
Right, so we'll be out and about, so. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to follow up on the Halloween parade, it's not just showing up and putting on the parade, it's packing treats a couple nights before, thousands of treat bags they hand out, and that's all done through donations, and that's a big part of it. And then the cooking of the hot dogs and everything that goes on for the whole Halloween parade night isn't just blocking off some streets and going from there. Well, we are all done here. So.
Hey, thank you
You want
for
me to
all
bring-
coming tonight.
Call the rules.
Let's start over.
All right. Take it from the top. But again, just to kind of reiterate what Mayor Lincoln said at the beginning, with, you know, we talked about the skunks and everything, but we are going to try to enforce, whether it's picking a ward, going ward by ward for the first month or so, but we are going to try to enforce the garbage can rule. Please have your garbage in cans. It does cut down on the
Lids are nice too.
yeah, the lids are also fantastic. We get it, stuff happens occasionally, but we see a lot of people without any cans. And that has to end. It's not just skunks, it's cats, it's dogs, it's stray animals, and then, you know, they get into it and it can get messy and it just kind of snowballs from there. So please make an effort to get the garbage cans. We're going to try to do this with as many warnings as possible, but I think if we find some people that are just habitually not doing the cans, we're going to have to start fining, and we don't want to do that. We would like it to just be, you know, nothing we really have to go out of our way to regulate. So get the cans, and
It's a health
yeah,
issue.
it really
It's a
is.
true health
It's not just the look of the garbage that ends up getting blown around. It's all the critters, it's everything that comes with it, and it just makes the town look a little less attractive during garbage pickup time and more attractive to the rodents that we'd like to keep out of our town. So that's it. I'm done.
Thank you, Councilman Topper. Just one other thing, county hauling is, it was supposed to be this week, but very soon, city residents are going to be getting informational letters from them discussing the new garbage pickup, the day, a picture card with recycling that they accept, what they do not accept. There's also going to be in there about commercial dumpsters. So if anybody's looking for dumpsters to do home renovations or anything, you need a dumpster. They have all their pricing in there. But please do not throw that away. There's also a calendar, a 12-month calendar of pickups. They're color-coded. It looks really great. Take it out, hang it up. We are going to do our very best. It's going to be Tuesdays, so there's not going to be multiple days. It's going to be Tuesdays, and every other week will be recycling on Tuesday. We're going to do our very best for the first couple of months to push, let people know what's going on. We are working with a local business owner to have a dumpster monthly, one pickup a month for glass, because glass is no longer accepted in your recycling bins. We're going to do our very, very best to make that happen so people can bring their glass down, throw it in a dumpster down at our city garage, and that'll be hauled off every month, because we would like to not have that go into a landfill if all possible. And the last thing is for recycling is that county hauling asked that if you do participate, which I hope everybody does, they do not want your recycling in garbage bags. The processor that they take it to, the garbage bags messes up their machines. And so if you could please put them in a container. It doesn't have to be, it can be a garbage can, just a plastic container or something, a box, just something not as a garbage bag they can dump into their trucks.
Just loose.
Just loose, yes, loose. In a container though, not just loose on the ground.
Exactly.
But it's just something we're gonna try to, we really like to do because, recycling is getting harder and harder and harder and harder now, and we wanna do what we can to keep it going. But you're getting this letter will be coming in the mail. Please read it, don't throw it in like it's junk mail, because it's not. It's a lot of information, and hopefully we can get people to read them and follow it. So with that,
Questions for Tim?
Yes. Do you have any questions?
6th Street, abandonment.
Good question.
what did we pass tonight?
So you didn't pass anything tonight. So you guys introduced an ordinance that would
Okay.
vacate portions of South 6th Street that are completely adjacent and closed by West Penn's property. This was a request that West Penn submitted to the city, and in exchange for the city doing that, they're going to provide the city some concessions. But at the next meeting, you guys will actually formally adopt a resolution to vacate that, removing it as a public city street. My understanding is it's not open, and it's never really been open
No.
anyway.
But in the agreement though, they agreed to do certain things for the city to get that, and that was taking over the fire hydrant rental fee, and also they're agreed to pave 100 feet in each direction of was it
7th and Lyson.
7th and Lyson. Is there anything else that?
Those are the
Those are
key
the two
ones that
key
I
ones.
can
Okay.
that we were working on. If there's a charge for pole hangings.
Yes, I know that I talked to Dennis from the chamber, and they actually have worked out a
Good.
tentative agreement with them.
Okay, good.
So he was going to email that. They were supposed to email that to you, so we can so the city can
Yeah,
be.
okay,
Because I
great.
know-
That's good news.
Um,
Bless you.
And the other thing is the agreement with the hotel. What
So-
all? What besides like the parking lot, getting the parking lot back, the partial parking lot back for the city to actually use.
The only other portion of it in connection with the hotel, as part of the bankruptcy process, the new owner who, we're aware of, and that had been announced previously, had closed on the purchase of the hotel and making his investment in. So there was a closing in connection with his mortgage to then assume the mortgage on the hotel with another bank. So all that the documents that you approved tonight were the banks, just like TRF, the prior lender, had a mortgage on the city's, the lease on the city's parking lots there. The new lender will just assume essentially TRF's position to hold a mortgage on the lease on those parking lots. It's not a mortgage on the parking lots themselves.
Right.
It's just a lease on the parking lots that, the lease to the parking lots, So it's really just approving, the entry of that lease as a condition of their financing.
And that's been changed to about 54 spots, or about half of what was
Exactly.
there.
So essentially, it's limited to 54 spots, and if you just visually look at it, it's right where the kind of the turn, like the cut starts, the angle
there's a
on the
wooden
road
sign
there. Yeah, right there. If you go perpendicular straight up from that, the whole portion closest to Crawford is the free
Back to the city.
space, and that's where the line demarcates where the city's unrestricted portions are, and then where the leased parking area portions are.
Perfect. Is there anything else? All right. Thanks, Tim.
I've checked for the city for the bankruptcy too, that I just got today. It's a reimbursement of that tax cost that we got, so
Oh, great.
I'll bring that into you.
That's even better. Thank you for doing that too.
Yes.
Thanks for showing up.
At least I bring gifts.
And with that, we'll see you in November. Be it resolved by the City Council, City of Connellsville, that this meeting of City Council does hereby adjourn. I so move. Is there a second?
Second?
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Carpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Wittzine?
Yes.
Councilman Key?
Yes.
Mayor Lambert?
Yes.